Hey everybody, welcome to our Wednesday night team call. I know that some of you guys listen to the recording, but for those of you that are here tonight, thank you so much for taking time out of your evening away from your families, or maybe you're just like excited to have a break. You're like, hey, I'm going to go hide in the corner and have my team call. I know that I was like that as Stephanie's like managing a child there. It's like, yeah, that's not happening. But I'm so excited about this call and honored that she would have the courage to do it, because I know it's not always easy to put yourself out of your comfort zone and be on a larger team call, and especially where it's going to go out there on YouTube and she's just going to be famous forever. She's like, great, no pressure. But before we get started, we'll go over some recognition and announcements. You guys know that we have our Destination to Diamond group running right now, so a lot of y'all are in there if you are Emerald or above. Please know that if you're tracking to hit Diamond by April 12th, have you guys looked at the dates on that? That's like April 12th is the qualification for being VIP at the Diamond Retreat. That will also make you Diamond at Summit, which is really awesome, and it'll also qualify you for the $250 Diamond bonus. And you have to be in Success Club to get the bonus, so don't forget that as well. April 12th is only... what's today's date? 4 weeks away. 4 weeks, Diamond. You get to go to the Myrtle Beach Diamond vacation trip that we put together. That is like literally the highlight of our year. I love that. I mean, we go on a lot of fun trips, but the Diamond Retreat is definitely one of my most favorite. So that's going on. We also have Explode the Empire going on with a lot of coaches hitting different tiers. Congratulations to Kelly, hit bronze, and somebody else hit another tier too, didn't they, Nicola? I'm trying to remember off memory.
Well, we're about to announce. Do you want me to announce what I'm doing tomorrow?
No, we'll wait till or we can. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Well, you kind of took my spotlight tomorrow.
Okay, I'll wait. Nicola wants her spotlight. Hi, Kylie. Nice
but we got lots of people that are advancing, so.
Yes, so that's awesome. So go ahead.
Diamond or Destination to Diamond, our recognitions are on Fridays now. So make sure you're updating that sheet, because that's what we're going by. Yeah. We're not looking in the back office.
Awesome.
Yes.
So if you're in Destination Diamond, go update the Excel spreadsheet, and we can recognize you when you become an Emerald 2, Emerald 3, or Emerald 4. And if you're in there, hopefully you understand what that means. Super Saturday is coming up April 7th or 8th, depending on where you live. If you are in the Virginia area, we'll be hosting Autumn Calabrese. We are all staying at the Hilton in Springfield, and we have a happy hour at 5 o'clock, where we will meet at Houlihan's inside the Springfield lobby, or Springfield Hilton lobby, where we just get to meet and greet. I know there's a lot of customers that are coming too, which is really exciting to know. Our challengers will be attending this Super Saturday event, hopefully become coaches after being there. So there's still tickets up for sale. If you're not in the Virginia area, there is a Super Saturday near you. I cannot express enough how important it is to get to these events. I have not missed a Super Saturday. No, I missed one, and it was because I was at a Mrs. America reunion. One Super Saturday in 5 years. So that tells you that it's important to me to help grow my business, move it forward, continue to learn, to show people outside on social media that I'm a part of a bigger network of people, and it's not just me that's the crazy one that likes to work out. There's other people that do it too. So that is coming up on April 7th. So make sure you go get your tickets and attend. If you are attending the one in DC, we are wearing pink or black. We also have tank tops up for sale that say #obsessed on them that you can order. Some of the girls are wearing their #obsessed tank tops. Some of them are just going to wear a pink or black shirt that they have, or you can wear your Epic Empire sweatshirt if you have that. But we kind of just want to look like a unified team when we're there. And we usually all sit together and take big group pictures, and you can grab that big group picture and put it on your social media and be like, this is my team. It's awesome. All right. So let me hush up. Let me introduce this incredible speaker. So tonight I am I'm inviting Kelly from Knockout Kings to be a guest speaker on our call. I think it's super. I know you guys hear from coaches that have been in the business for a long time. You hear from coaches who have, these long credentials, and you're like, wow, I feel so far from them. Like, good for them, but this is really hard to relate to. Like, I'm gonna take as much as I can. But Kelly is like in y'all's shoes, and she's doing it, and she's doing a really good job. And what I love about Kelly, and Kelly doesn't know that I know all this, but what I love about her is her mindset is kick butt. Like, she has grit, and she has the grit mindset, and that's the mindset that it takes to be successful in this business. This is not for the faint of heart necessarily. You guys have all experienced rejection. You've experienced objections. You've experienced your own failure to work out. Like, all of those things happen on this coaching journey, and without a good mindset, it's really difficult to manage those other things and stay on your game, your own health and fitness game. So I love Kelly's mindset behind that, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted her to speak on our call tonight. She is an Emerald coach. She is a success starter, which means she earned a free ticket to Summit last year. It means she had to hit Success Club the first 3 months as a coach, which, coming out of the gate as a brand new coach, you hit Success Club, you know that you are hitting the ground running, and that's not always easy for new coaches to jump in and just hit Success Club the very first 3 months. She also qualified for the Beachbody Success Club trip cruise, which is really cool. So a lot of things going on for this chick. And she, like I said, she's Emerald. So she's right there with you guys, and she's doing it. So I want you guys to put away your distractions, right, if you can, and take some time and listen in. I'm going to mute my line. Kelly, I'm going to give you the floor, and then we can do Q&A at the end. All right? Go for it.
Okay. First, I would like to thank Jatana for giving me the opportunity to speak on her team call. I am fully aware of the caliber of coach she typically has on here, so to invite me is mind-blowing. But when Jatana went live today and said that she was invited to train at Summit on the main stage, and she said, but that doesn't make me nervous, I was like, all right, I got this. She can do that. Wow, I can do this. So just a little bit about me before I really get started. I have been coaching for just over a year, and I am a mom to 2 very busy teenagers, one of which who is finishing up her final year in high school and about to go to college, which is really exciting and sad and weird that I'm going to be the parent of a legal adult in a couple of months. That's crazy to me. And then the other half of that is my 15-year-old son. I'm a 2nd grade teacher, and I've been married for 17 years. So that's me. You couldn't get any more vanilla if you tried, honestly. So like Jatana mentioned, I am going to talk today a lot about mindset, or looking at situations in your business a little bit differently. But I kind of have to take you back to how I got to this spot, because I have been coaching for a year, and that whole year was I was a success starter, but then there was a lot of inconsistency, and I wasn't looking at things the right way. So we'd have to go back to probably November, December of just this past year. I was really struggling in my business. And what I mean by that, I was questioning if I had made the right decision. I was questioning if coaching was right for me. I was watching a lot of other coaches be really successful, rank advance, hit Success Club consistently, and I was questioning my belonging here. I didn't really share that with anybody. I didn't share it with my coach. I didn't share it with my husband. I didn't share it with friends. I had this daily struggle and dialogue in my own head every day. Should I or shouldn't I? There was probably days where there was lots of tears, because I just I wanted to be successful. I wanted to be here, but I wasn't having that success. And I just felt like I didn't belong. And I kept all of this to myself. But while I'm struggling, I'm still, I guess, trucking along in my business. I'm still doing the vital behaviors. I'm showing up. And I like to refer to that time as I was comfortably unhappy. And I think you can be comfortably unhappy in a lot of different situations. I think in your business, in your fitness journey. And that's where we hear nothing grows in comfort zones and you have to get out of your comfort zone. So I was unhappy with what my business was doing, but I was comfortable. And I really needed, like we've all heard 100 times, get out of that. So like I said, I'm doing the vital behaviors. I'm listening to my PD like a good little coach should. And I listen on my drive to and from work is when I listen to my professional development. And at the time, I was listening to John Acuff, the book Start, Punch Fear in the Face, Do Work That Matters. Side note, I do believe if you hit Success Club this month, you get a training with him or something. And I did geek out slightly when I heard that. So that's what I was listening to. And as I'm driving to work, there was I don't know how to say this, a line in the book, or he narrates his own audiobooks, which is really cool. And he read a line from his book. And if there could have been a moment or like a shift or a switch or a aha or background music that should have played because it just hit me, that line I needed to hear at that moment in that time and where I was made sense. And I'm going to read you the quote now. It said, "Always play to the size of your heart, not the size of your audience. Awesome doesn't let the crowd determine the size of the performance. Awesome gets up for 2 people or 200 people." And that really hit me because I knew that my heart was in this business to help people. I know what it's like to struggle with weight loss and being overweight. I know that struggle. And I wanted, coming into this business, so bad to help people change their life. But I was getting so caught up in how many followers I had, how many people were watching me, how many friends I had. I can't run a challenge group with just 2 people. I can't do a coach's opportunity if I have nobody in there. And because I was watching all these other coaches have success, and yes, these other coaches probably have 10,000, 12,000 followers, so have you. I was so caught up in that numbers game, and I was like, no, I have that moment. I was like, no, I have to stop this. I have to just do it. And really, like the title of the book, you just have to punch fear in the face and you have to do it. So January was kind of coming around the corner. So I was determined to set January 1st was my day that I was going to make some serious changes in this business. So I got my dry erase board out and I mapped out what I needed to do or what I need to do to hit diamond. And then below that, I put a goal for each month. So January, what do I need to do to hit that goal? February, what do I need to do to hit that goal? And so on and so forth. And I just do it. So January, I hit all those goals. February, I hit all those goals. March is not over yet. I will hit those goals. And I didn't worry about running a sneak peek or a challenge group or whatever the verbiage is that you use, boot camps. I didn't worry about if I had 2 people or 20 people in there. I ran it with the same heart. And since January 1st, every single week, I run a virtual coaching open house. It runs for 3 days, and I do it every single week. And sometimes I have 2 people in there, and sometimes I have 20 people in there, but I do it anyways. And I show up with the same amount of heart. And you would be surprised that the open houses with 2 people, those are the 2 people that sign up as coaches. So I just want to take a little side note really quickly on running sneak peeks or challenge groups or whatever it is that you might call them. Everybody calls them something a little differently. There's something to be said for running your own sneak peek or challenge group. The people that you've invited to be in that group are your people. Those are the people that are following you. You've either invited them or they responded to a call to action, but those are your people. They want to see you in there. They want to see your face. They want to hear your story. They want to see you posting. Not to take away from team-led sneak peeks or challenge groups where you all share the responsibility of posting and doing videos. Yes, it's easy and it's comfortable. It's comfortable because you're sharing the responsibility. Yes, it is hard to run a coach's open house every single week. Yes, it's uncomfortable because I do a live video in there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Every single week I go live in there. And it gets a little trying, but I have to show up and it has to be, I want to say it has to be hard, but I have to put myself out there. So that happened, and I started shifting the way I looked at things, and I'm like, you know what? I might not have 10,000 followers, but I'm going to act like I have 10,000 followers. I might not have a sneak peek loaded with 50 people, but I'm going to act like I have a sneak peek or a challenge group loaded with 50 people. And I show up every week acting like I have some huge, amazing following. And probably most of you on here do, so you're like, good for you. You go, girl. But that's where the next two mind shifts, I guess I want to say, came into play, and they're kind of snowballed together. So let me just flip this. So as I am moving along, trying to, I guess, put a check mark on my goals that are on my big dry erase board, of course, one of those goals for every single month is to hit Success Club. I mean, we hear that all the time. Success Club is non-negotiable. You got to hit Success Club. And so that whole year, that year ago that I started, I hit Success Club really inconsistently. I heard it for, the first 3 months, and then I kind of fell off, and then I came back. And the reason is, if somebody was to ask me, why aren't you hitting Success Club this month? Or what happened with Success Club? Or why aren't you getting those points? I would blame other people for why I wasn't hitting Success Club. And what I mean by that is, I would say, well, I didn't hit Success Club this month because nobody answered my messages, or nobody responded to my call to action, or nobody wants to be on my sneak peek. I was blaming other people for why I wasn't hitting my goals. It's not everybody else's responsibility. Those are my goals. So I needed to take charge and take action and realize that my actions are directly related to me hitting my goals. So if I don't hit Success Club now, which I won't, the answer to why I don't hit Success Club is I haven't connected with enough people. I haven't invited enough people to my group. I haven't added enough people to my network. I haven't connected with enough people. Those are the reasons I didn't hit Success Club. Those are the actions that I have to do to hit Success Club. I cannot wait around for somebody to return a message or somebody to decide that it's time to message me back, waiting around to hit Success Club. And I have to say that in that year, I did an awful lot of that up and down. Like, well, I didn't hit it because I messaged 10 people, but they didn't message me back. Well, why am I depending on them? Go find more people. I wish somebody would have said that to me, honestly, about a year ago. Kelly, why didn't you say that to me a year ago? And so with that, realizing that my goals are a direct reflection of my actions and not anybody else, I was really rolling with this. So I hit Success Club in January. I hit Success Club in February. Check, check. There's my board, my little check marks. And then came the next aha moment, realization, whatever you want to call this. And this has to do with those, the unanswered or ghosted messages. So we've all sent out the messages or the invites and there's crickets, or we've all been having the conversations with people and then they ghost you. They disappear. They just stop responding. And I used to take these unanswered messages and the ghosted messages really personally, almost on an emotional level, like, what did I do wrong? Why don't they want to answer me? And now realizing that my goals are a direct reflection of my actions and I need to keep moving forward, I had to take that emotional response and kind of use that to fuel my fire. So I turned it around and I would say, and not to the person, I would say this in my head, please don't say this to the person. I would say, you know what? I am offering you the chance to change your life. I am offering you this gift, this life-changing opportunity. Maybe it's for health and fitness. Maybe it's a coaching opportunity. I'm offering you this. If you don't want it, I don't need you, and I need to go find somebody else. So I made this really explicit decision within my business that every time somebody didn't message me back or kind of ghosted me midway conversation, I would go and I add 10 more people. I'd say 5 or 10, depending on my emotional investment in the conversation. If I was really like upset and mad, I'd be like, you know what? 10 more people, bam, bam, bam. I'd add 10 more friends, 10 more followers, whatever it was. And that was on top of my already vital behaviors of adding people daily. So for every unanswered message, I'm going to go add more people, because I can't sit around and wait to hit Success Club or rank advance or whatever my goal is on these messages that people aren't getting back to me. So again, I would go add more people, and I just lost my train of thought that I was going to say.
You're fine. Yeah. I'll let you get your train of thought. But you guys, I hope you're like listening to this, because this mindset that she has right now, and I'm glad that I know it took her a year to get to this point, and that it's different for everybody. But this is the mindset that I've carried for 5 years, and the compound effect, no pun intended, with that book, of 5 years worth of what she's talking about, like you can adopt that early on, turns into incredibleness, like crazy incredibleness. So I don't know. I hope that you guys are really listening.
And I've seen that compound effect in a much smaller, I would say, version over the last couple of months. So January of this year is when I really made all of these changes in my business and the way I look at it. And I've seen it. I'm watching it. Just 2 months. Yeah, it's not huge like a 5-year compound effect. It's small, but I see it and I can feel it. Like I can feel it. Like I feel that traction. No, I'm not to the point where you've heard people say, you know, that's that uphill battle and then you have traction and it's kind of down. No, I'm not there yet. Like I'm still fighting uphill, clawing uphill. Trust me, I am. But if to kind of round out this call, and it was really fitting that when I listened to Monday's National Wake Up Call, she had that poster behind her. I don't know if anybody listened to it, because that poster was like, yes, that totally sums up what I'm trying to say. And it said, think like a millionaire, hustle like you're broke. And I'm like, yup. You have to think like you have 10,000 followers, you have this huge following, you are a top coach, and you don't care what is going on. You're going to run those groups, you're going to post, you're going to do your stuff, but you are hustling like you're broke. You are adding people, you are connecting people, and you are running whatever it is you need to run like you're broke. And that's how you need to really look at this. And that's all I really have. Sorry, I saw you.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. And I'm writing that quote down. Think like a millionaire, hustle like
you're broke.
I want that on like written somewhere in my office. You're broke. And just to touch on that quote a lot, we say think like a millionaire. That might not. You're such a dork, Kelly. She catches me all the time saying the wrong you're. Yeah, you are a millionaire. What? I'm just getting full of distractions tonight. Think like a millionaire. That mindset is, and I heard her Kelly say several times tonight, like, I acted as if I had thousands, 10,000 followers. I continued to present myself as if I was a millionaire. And that's exactly what I did in the beginning. And I don't want this to sound cliche, network marketing-ish, or fake. What this is you have a clear vision of where you want to be and where you want to go. I want to have a large following on my social media because I know if I have a large following, that's a lot more people that I can connect with. I want to be able to make X number of dollars to produce for my family so that we can have a little bit more freedom. I can stay home from work. My husband doesn't have to deploy anymore. Whatever your why is of that financial income. When you have that vision and you act like you're already there, and when I say act like you're already there, you treat your business like you're already there, you hustle like you're a millionaire, and we'll talk about the broke part too. When you do that, when you run your challenge groups like you're balling, like you are the top coach in the network, you run your sneak peeks like you're the top coach, you run all of your social media posting like you are like, you're it. Beachbody is like going like this to you. When you do that and you have that mindset, you're going to attract what you want into your business. You're going to attract the coaches. You're going to attract the challengers. That confidence, people feed on it. I get that compliment all the time in my inbox. Like, oh my gosh, your energy is so like magnetic. Like I want to do this because your crazy dancing videos. Like, right? So think like a millionaire. It lines up with what she was saying the whole time of like, you've got to treat this business like you're a flippin' CEO. Because if you don't, you're going to stay right where you are. You're going to make the $40 a week or however much you're making. But if you treat it like you're making $12,000 a week, then that's the trajectory that you're going to go in. That your actions will follow and lead you to the point where you want to be. And then hustle like you're broke. It's funny because I hustle from the moment my feet hit the ground till like I go to bed and Josh is like, put your freaking phone away. I hustle hard, not because I have to. I'm not broke. My husband does plenty for our family. He provides completely for our family. But I know that it takes grit to get where I personally want to go. And everybody's is going to look different. Mine looks one way, yours might look another way. And so what I do, I am passionate about, and I love, who was it? Haley Christensen said this. She treats her people on her social media, and I talk about this when we do coffee chats and one-on-ones. The people on your social media right now, all of your Facebook friends, think about all the Facebook friends you have. I guarantee you, if I went and friended all Stacey Russell's friends, I would probably hit Success Club balling on her people and signing them as coaches. And that's something that Haley Christensen said. She said her success partner would say, if you don't sign her, I will. So there are people right now on your Facebook page that you're friends with that you can start connecting with. That if you don't do it, somebody else can very easily step in and do it. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you need to have that mindset. So hustling like you're broke. I think Haley also said every month, she's like, if I wanted to hit diamond, say emerald was your goal or diamond was your goal. If you don't hit emerald by the end of the week, you're going to be homeless. Would you hit emerald by the end of the week if you're going to be homeless? Or diamond by April 12th, or your whole family is going to be living on the streets. I know that sounds really cheesy and extreme, But if you think about the things that you'll do when your back is pushed against the wall, you'll do a lot of really incredible things. And so set that goal for yourself. Do what Kelly did. Write it down on a vision board. What do you want each and every week and each and every month for you? Because like I said, everybody's goals look different, and that's okay. That's why our team is so diverse. Some people are like, I just want to do this for fun. I just want to post sweaty selfies, be in the challenge group. I want to be a part of this community. Some people are like, I would like to retire my husband. I don't want to go to work anymore. I want to stay home with my kids. Well, if that's what your goal is, then let's freaking get to work, and let's act like you want to get there. So that's why I want to bring Kelly on this call, because that's what she's doing day in and day out. Like she said, she's clawing it there too. It's not like making it rain for her yet, but she's doing what it takes to get to that point. And so thank you, Kelly, for getting uncomfortable and speaking on this call. I mean, Carl Deichler like spoke to us a few weeks ago, and here's Kelly rocking it out. Oh man. And I think we just locked in, after following you will be Ilana Molstead, the UB2 trainer. We just booked her for April 4th team call. So she'll be able to explain UB2, which you guys is going to be incredible. It's separate from BOD. What I'm thinking immediately, my entrepreneur brain is thinking as soon as I heard that it was separate from BOD, and it's all meal planning and mindset, like really getting people out of that like horrible food mindset. I have it. We all struggle with it in different areas. The people who don't want to do the challenge group, so they work out at the gym, or they're doing Zumba or whatever. It's like, all right, cool. You don't want to do Beachbody. You don't want to work out at home. Let's get you focused in on a meal plan and really get you focused in on your mindset around food. So you can go do your thing, your running schedule, your gym, and then we'll do UB2 together. So that's something that I'm kind of churning around in my brain. But we'll hear more on April 4th from Ilana, who is the creator of UB2 Mindset. So any questions for Kelly before we jump off? Kelly, I mean, what's your B, right? Kelly B.
Benklemen.
Benklemen, right?
Benklemen, yeah.
Yep. There's all these Kellys. I'm like, I don't know what it is about Kelly, but like, if your name's Kelly, you do well. Darn, it's Kelly's. All right. What questions do you have? I'm going to shovel turkey in my mouth.
And go.
Nobody wants to know about her coaching groups, or that's what I'm like, wait, what do you do? I need to do that. Can I be in there and check it out?
Come on in.
You're going to get like 15 messages after the call. Can I be in your sneak peek group to check it out? All right. Well, I hope you guys take this stuff to heart. Obviously, sitting on these calls are valuable, but what's more valuable is when you actually take action and do what we just talked about. She gave you an awesome book to check out. What was the name of the book again, Kelly?
Start, Punch Fear in the Face.
Right.
I recommend the audiobook because he does narrate his own audiobooks, and he is very funny.
Good. Love it. I'm going to download that one now, and that'll be my next PD book. Awesome. Well, you guys, I love y'all. Thank you for jumping on, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye, guys.